Hello there, Kathy A. Hello there, Gary Spikes, Val, Crystal, Denise, Rebecca. Hello there, Kelly Joe.
Hello.
Hello, Gene Hudson, Henry. So, how's everybody today?
We're doing okay.
Oh, good. So, what are we going to be doing today, Kelly Joe?
I thought that we'd talk about energy.
Awesome.
But we have energy all around us all the time. And you can send and receive energy from anywhere in the world anytime. You can pick up nuances of energy, like what's going on in the world, psychically through family and friends. You can feel energy in crowds. It can be subtle or it can be blatant. It depends on how tuned in you are. And then just like, for instance, like I use moms a lot because they can pick up on the energy of their kids, like if they're too quiet in the other room, that they're doing something.
Right.
Better go check on the kids.
That's true.
And just like a mom putting a Band-Aid on a boo-boo and kissing it, it makes it all better. That's energy. And, the world too, you can feel, energy of the earth. Like the other day, Florida had an earthquake. And you could feel that, even though we're on limestone. So, but you can feel vibrations through the earth. That's energy. Everything's energy. Every living thing gives off energy. Trees give off energy. And trees give off red energy, and then your plants give off energy too. You talk to them before you trim a leaf, or when you water them, you talk to your plants, and they do good with the energy,
Interesting.
And then we have to be careful that you don't suck up other people's energy too. Like, have you ever come home from going shopping or at a festival or something? Sometimes you'll feel good and other times you're feeling really yucky. Well, usually what happened is you've picked up on somebody else's ick, and it's not your ick. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
You're like, whoa, what's wrong with me? Why am I feeling all icky? Well, you picked up some, I call it getting slimed. So you have to make sure that before you go in your house to stomp off any negative energy and put it into a ball and send it either down into the earth or up to the light through the light, or when you take your shower, wash it down into the earth so that you don't have the energy ball running around, because you other people can run into your balls of energy if you don't disperse it, and that's not nice.
Right.
Same way with you know, like, haven't you ever had uh gone and visited people, and you go into their house, and it's a light happy energy, or you go into the house and it feels icky, and they had a fight before you went in there, and you can feel it. And why do you think you paint your house before you move into it? That's to change and clean the energy of the house so you don't have the other people's energy.
Interesting.
Because you always wash the walls and then paint. So that's why. And then every new year, you sweep your house all good, and you sweep the dirt out the door, and you sweep the walkway. That way you don't bring the old energy of the new year into your house.
Spring cleaning, eh?
Yeah. And you never bring an old broom from an old house into your new house. You always buy a new broom or a new mop, unless you have one that you can wash.
Didn't know that. Scott says, my wife works in a rehab and I always brush her off before she comes in and makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
So interesting. I was once told that always go out in the woods and hug trees.
Yep.
No matter what people thinks, it's good to ground yourself and hug trees.
Yes.
You will absorb their energies.
Yep. And they carry any negativity down into the earth.
So,
I always say, watch out for ants first.
welcome, Rita. Hello, Laura. Hello there, Lorna. And they said, don't worry about people may think of you if you're hugging a tree.
Right. Who cares?
So,
and another thing that you can do is you can white light bubble yourself in your car, and then, as above, below, and before and after, that protects you when you're driving, and white light bubble yourself anyway before your feet hit the ground in the mornings. That way you're like Teflon, and any negativity throughout the day slides off.
do the tree hugging with uniforms on. What kind of uniforms are you talking about?
Before work, I
We
guess.
say watch out for the tree sap.
Yeah, and the ants.
Just don't hug the poison ivy or poison oak on the tree.
Right, you'll be itchy.
So, but no, I mean, people do tell you to hug trees. I'm not making it up.
No, they absorb your negativity, and it helps ground you.
So,
It's like if you're having a panic attack or whatever, go hug a tree, and it'll help you feel better.
yes.
And trees see everything.
Absolutely.
But everybody thinks that if you send energy to somebody, they have to be in front of you. They don't have to be. They can be anywhere in the world. There's like a white light prayer and a pink light prayer that I thought everybody knew. I guess just me and Mom, but you see the fuchsia pink light surrounding a person, and it's like the mother's love prayer, and you can put it around anybody, anytime, any place, and it's the unconditional love of universe, and you can do it anytime, any place, anywhere.
Hey, Midwest, welcome to the show. Round of applause for everybody. They said they teach hug a tree and hunter safety. Yes, they do. So Denise says, I wonder what the tree feels when they cut down a tree.
Well, they did, like, I read about a study a long time ago. They feel like if there's a forest fire, the other trees will start shaking and they'll talk to the other ones and tell them what's going on.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes I believe that a tree can give you a hug because it's like, a branch hanging low, you can feel the branch. That's the way the tree gives you a hug.
Well,
And you
I got
always let
slapped a lot when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah, try riding a horse under the canopy of the trees. Wop wop wop. But you always let a plant or a tree know what you're doing before you cut a limb or something, and that's respected.
Interesting.
Yeah, it does. A tree being cut does make a loud noise. Yes. And haven't you ever noticed? I guess trees are energy too. Haven't you ever noticed before, if it's been dry before it rains, the tree leaves will face up? Has anybody ever noticed that?
Yes. Before it rains, tree leaves always will curl.
Yeah, and it's so they capture the rain. Even stones have energy. And it's like all um the earth, it has energy. She's waking up. She's having a whole bunch of earthquakes and a whole bunch of uh volcanoes and stuff erupting lately. She knows how to cleanse herself off. Wooly Whitefellow used to say that when man goes boom, the earth goes boom. Like, if there's like a bomb over here, if you do like a line, you'll see like an earthquake or a volcano over across from wherever the uh, vibration of war is.
Wow,
So
that's interesting.
it's always a parallel.
Very interesting. Gene Hutton says sunflowers follow the sun.
Yep. You can watch a whole field of them and you can hear them turn. You can hear them. They sound like little. You hear them creak or make noise when the sun rotates.
Denise says, I collect stones at the beach. I have a heart stone. Interesting.
Yep.
Eric says, last year, here, when it was so hot, I had a squirrel ask me for help. So I grabbed it and gave it water. Wow, that's interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
And animals seem to know when you want to help them.
That's true.
Even wild animals. Everything is so connected. We're all connected. The earth is connected. Us as humans are connected. The earth is connected. Uh, it's like a connected webbing, you know. What happens to one happens to another.
Denise says, I talk to my plants. They love our CO2.
You do what?
Denise says she talks to her plants.
Yep.
I said they love our CO2
Yep.
and oxygen. Interesting.
And it's like different energies, you know. Like I couldn't keep an orchid alive to save my soul, but my mom could always do great with orchids.
You know, I tried years ago, and I don't think I tried hard enough. I always killed mine.
Well, I just didn't do too spiffy with it either, but other things outside I'm fine. Mom did great with the orchids.
Denise, you just don't know how plants talk back. They have their own language.
Yep.
So, interesting.
Sometimes what?
Henry says, I picked up a baby moose of it, backed out of a fence. She was spooked. Once I grabbed it, secured it, she calmed down. That's nice. Interesting.
Oh, Roger Blair says I talk to myself, I get answers. But it's amazing how energy works. But you can feel when there's, like, I hear high pitches when there's like a different pitch for like an eruption and a different pitch for an earthquake.
How's that work?
Well, it's like the pitch for an earthquake sounds like a high pitched whistle, and then the other one sounds like a deeper, lower register rumble. Or the rumble is the eruption. Like I'll hear it through my ears, and it'll be a sound, and it'll last for a minute, and then it'll go away, and I'll say, okay, there's going to be an earthquake.
Well, that's interesting.
I've always been able to hear them.
Welcome, Virgil, to the show. Nice to have you. Any other things that you can associate with different vibrations?
Well, fine tuning things with like knowing if there's like different diseases, like if there's diabetes smells sweet to me. It smells like biscuits. Another subtlety of if there's like when the murder cases, if there's blood, I can taste the blood. It tastes coppery. Like different drugs, I've never done drugs, but I can taste or smell it. You know, like if it's meth or something like that, smells like magnetic, metallic, tinny, sweet, icky. Different, like if there's like going to be like a unrest, I'll dream of a map and I'll see unrest at a certain area of the world, you know, like, you know, war or, you know, something like that. Or I'll get a weird name, you know, like a name of a
Interesting.
town or something like that, vibrationally, and like, or I'll dream like if there's going to be like something happen, like under the ocean, I'll see like a ripple in the bottom of the ocean, like there'll be a rift where there's been like a volcano in the bottom of the ocean or something like that.
Interesting.
Like I'll never forget when 9/11 happened. All I dreamed was there was a huge explosion, but I didn't know where or what, and I woke up and I was trying to figure it out.
Oh,
But
wow.
that, because you're like just feeling it.
Right. Interesting. How long did you have that dream for it come true?
It was 2 days. And I even went to the doctor. I thought I was having a heart attack because I woke up, my heart was racing.
Wow.
There was nothing wrong with my heart. It just,
Right. Scott M says, what does Kelly Joe think and say about the coming eclipse? Is it going to be harmful?
I don't think the eclipse will hurt you. I mean, you can't look at it with your eyes. You can make a refraction box that you can look at it with. You look in the refraction box and you see the thing in the bottom of it. So you
Right.
can, that way you don't hurt your eyes. But
Well,
no.
I think everybody's worried. They're putting a spin on it because it's supposed to be such an abnormal eclipse that there's something, the conspiracy theories are thinking that it's demonic or something, spiritual is going to happen, or they don't know why it's going to be like
Oh,
this. And they're worried
oh,
about it.
they're equating something
Yes.
historical happening with the eclipse.
Right. Solar flares or something.
Yeah, but the eclipse is different than the sun. I mean, it's the body going between the moon going between the sun and the earth.
Yeah, they're saying the eclipse is in the Bible, like Gene Hutchins is saying.
Right. I don't think so. Remember when they said the world was going to blow up in 2012?
Oh, the year 2000 and
Yeah, and then Y2K and all that. I just, I don't think that it'll be bad. But I know they're talking about the portent of whenever there's an eclipse or something like that. Something always happens.
right. Yeah, tell people to stack up on food. And hey, Tracy, and we're all still here. So I
But
don't know.
I wouldn't worry too much. What I tell people, if something happens, you deal with it then. I'm not trying to be rude, but don't worry about what could happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some people fear the worst and conjure things up. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but if you sit and you worry about everything that could happen, you're going to be a hot mess.
Yeah.
No, you don't look at it with your eyes. Somebody was asking about look. No, it'll burn your retina.
Right. That is correct.
You can look up on YouTube how to make a refraction box so you don't hurt your eyes. And then they sell the glasses. But what is it? This is the eclipse that won't happen again for a whole bunch of years. So it's nice that we're alive to get to see it.
Right. Scott says she's been all over the internet. Thought I asked. No, I absolutely asked. No big
Yeah, no
deal.
problem. But I don't know everything, guys. I'm not that special.
Yeah, Eric says they do have approved glasses. Yeah.
Right. That way you don't hurt your eyeballs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Val says, thank you for asking, Scott. See?
Yeah. Any other questions, you guys?
Not talking about food today, I see.
No, after being in the war machine, I believe you can generally handle anything. Yes. So he must have been in. Thank you for your service, Henry.
So, interesting.
So, but yeah, it's like I'll never forget. First time when I was a little kid, they had an eclipse, and they gave us all glasses in school, and we could watch it.
I'm doing pretty well, Anna. Thank you.
So, any other questions, you guys?
I think they're more worried about what all the propaganda, I guess you can call it, out there on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of places, Scott, right now. News stations giving out free glasses, radio stations, all kinds of people. And the glasses are not much. I think they're under $5. I think you get like
Yeah.
2 or 3 pairs for like $5 or so. So,
And then, like I said, you could make a refraction box so you don't hurt your eyes.
can you cook donuts in the air fryer? There we go. I knew somebody's going to ask about food.
I imagine you can cook anything in an air fryer. I don't own one, but they say it's a lot healthier for you. And there's like the energies have been really strange lately. So,
Rebecca says, never met a blind person who said it was the eclipse that caused her blindness. Mm. Tracy says, the news says here will not be affected by the eclipse at all. So,
and not everybody will be able to see it.
no, it's supposed to take a certain path across the United States. So,
Yeah.
right through the heart of the country in an arc.
Yeah. You'll probably get to see it, right?
Right. Yeah, I'll be at the LBL with Gary.
But it's really, really weird when it goes dark. I remember when we had it in Michigan one time when I was on the farm, all the chickens and ducks and geese went to bed.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, they thought it was nighttime.
Yeah, there's Roger. I'll tell you what, Roger. So yeah, and the Senate and Congress talked about the fake news as well, and they do not know how to get a hold of it. And it's just like, well, y'all put out so much fakeness, anyways. But it was interesting you brought that up because I watched a interview with Elon Musk, and he was talking about. They asked him a question about going to the moon and Mars. And during the interview, he's like, I don't know what to do. And it was quite puzzling. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, we can't go to the moon or Mars because I can't get through the firmament. And he was puzzled. And the person, it was a news media outlet. And I think it was Fox News. However, it was a hoax. They changed everything. And that's goes to show you how good CGI and everything is to change everything, and it caused a big controversy. So, just to show you. Can't believe everything you see or hear now. So,
Wow.
yeah. Now, Rebecca says, Roger, that's what makes you wonder if the eyes and eclipse is just another hoax. Sad to have him wonder. Yeah, it's pretty hard to even believe anything you see or hear anymore. So, welcome prospecting. Really is. So, I hear a fire truck.
Yep, that's out here. Some people driving nuts. But yeah, it's sad that they do that. Do the AI thing and the fake. It really, like the other night, I really did watch the SpaceX go up just 2 nights ago. They sent a rocket up, and I can see it from where I live.
Oh, can you?
It was really cool. And then they have a thing that what breaks off and then it lands in the ocean and they pick it up on a barge and and then the rocket lands on a barge and they reuse it.
That's interesting.
It's pretty neat. But you see it go up and it's orange and stuff, and then you see the other piece break off and there's a orange and then a white, and that part comes down. It's pretty cool.
Anna D asks, so what kind of symptoms can we expect with changes in energies that are up at the moment, Kelly Joe?
Well, it's just sometimes it's jiggy, jarry energy, because of the unrest. So just remain calm, Um, and then sometimes it's like when, like we got the spring equinox coming, so that's a new energy, new beginning, more of a light, happy, joyous energy.
Interesting. Kelly Joe, can you give us points on how to make sure you're going in the right directions in life?
You have to trust it because you have to do what's right for you. If you're sad and upset and depressed, that means that you're stuck in the past. Know that. But if you're joyous and hopeful, that means you're on the right pathway. Does that make sense?
Interesting. Welcome, Skywalker.
Yeah, you do have to be careful of wearing a helmet when you weld because you will burn your retinas with that too. I think that's what Gary Spike's talking about. I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not for sure. Welcome, Kelly. Nice to see you on the show.
Hello. So, did that answer your question out there that was asking?
You always try to think of higher thoughts and to elevate on higher vibrations too.
Yeah.
She's saying Kelly's telling you, Kelly, that her granddad passed.
Oh, I'm sorry, but he crossed quickly. Did Grandma pass before him? Because he had a lady come get him.
Prospecting's wanting to know what can he expect at the LBL.
Well, I feel like you guys are going to have sightings of a cryptid or something, but it'll be on the periphery of where the people are. Is there like a lake over to the right of where you guys are staying?
Yes.
Well, they'll see something over there.
Skywalker, my mom passed away 45 days ago. Sorry, Skywalker.
I'm sorry. Her mom and dad came and got her.
Chaos Grizzly is going to look for a bicycle. Thank you, Gene. Interesting. Well, I know where to set my equipment up then towards the lake.
Yeah. Somebody asked about something. What? Looking for that. What? I have two homes. One's a condo, larger home. I
You got to
see
read
you.
it. You got to read it out loud for the audience. Kelly
Okay.
Joe, I have two homes. We're looking at one's a condo townhome that is very private, and the other's larger home that is beautiful, but not sure which to choose. Any sense on which one?
I see the larger home.
And they're talking about food, teeth, peanut butters, and butter. Talking about food. Let's see here. They're talking wanting me to take. Now everybody's wanting me to take dolls down the LBL. I'm afraid they're going to be moving and talking or something, Roger. So
You're welcome, guys.
Let's see here. Kelly wants to know her grandfather that passed. Is he okay?
Yes, he's totally fine. He's with all the loved ones.
Prospecting, saying thank you, Kelly.
You're welcome.
You know, Crystal says, don't take the dolls to the LBL. They may come to life. See? That's all I need is to have them have heartbeats.
I don't think that she'd like being in a condo anyway, because she don't like that many people around.
Val, Kelly Jones, there a message for my brother-in-law? He would be 56 today. We lost him 22 years ago. Thank you, Kelly Joe.
I hear the song, I'm a cowboy on a steel horse I ride.
Interesting.
That's what it's telling me. And it says he's proud of you, and he's hanging out the left hand side of your living room. So what is over there that he would be attracted to?
Denise says, Kelly Joe, my sister's debating on buying a new house. Should she? Should she? I can't
Well,
even
you
say
guys
should she.
should she?
She.
Yes, she
It
should.
sounds like I was saying should she.
Should. Yes.
Wrong button.
Now, are you guys thinking of getting it close together? Thank you, Crystal J, for that. Who sings that song? Thank you.
Bon Jovi, she says, one that did her alive.
Now, what reference does that song hold for that person that asked about that person? So write it in the comments there, Guy.
Denise says she'll be moving across from her daughter if she bought the house.
Okay. So that'll be good. And then the person,
Where I always sit, left side of the room, his best friend rode his motorcycle behind the hearse.
okay, so that's why they played that song. Wow.
Rebecca asked, Kelly Joe, can you tell me who came for my mom when she passed? I asked her, and she told me she wouldn't tell me. I laughed at her.
Now, did she have a sister that passed on before her? And then I see her mom. So 2 people, actually. And who's the tall, skinny, dark-haired man with the glasses? Well, it was the sister that was closest to her. That was the one. She had the bangs and the dark hair.
Rebecca says, for the audio listeners,
Yeah.
several sisters had passed.
What's the big thing? I still want to know what the big thing is that I'm supposed to discover. Well, you're going to find like a hidden treasure or something, like a archaeological dig or something like that.
Rebecca says, my dad was skinny when he was young and tall. She missed him.
So that's the guy that probably came, that's your dad then. That was with your mom. Somebody was asking about a test. I didn't see the whole thing. Hang on a minute. There it is. Jasmine I can't say your last name. I'm sorry. Hello, my name is Jasmine. I have to succeed a certification online exam in order to get a grade in the expertise I failed the first time. Will I get it? Yes. You will get a P. You will pass. It's pass or fail.
Kelly Elliott, I have a question. Yesterday morning, in the early hours, I was sleeping, got woken up, and I heard a voice. Can you ask who that was, please, Kelly Jo?
Your guide, your guardian angel.
Rebecca says, thank you. That's really awesome. She died Easter morning. I've been thinking of her frequently, Kelly.
Yeah, she's all around you.
Thank you for Breeze. Thank you. Thank you.
Who wore, for Rebecca, who wore the red lipstick? It was like blood red lipstick. Very red.
Let's see if she responds.
Yeah.
Looks like a few people, her mom and her sisters.
And then the youngest sister used to wear red, red, red. Yeah. And then there's was there a lipstick that was, or a perfume? I don't know which it is. It's Taboo. Tabu.
Interesting.
So I don't know. Any other questions before we head out yonder?
Skywalker, the really strange missing first case is having my heart. Skywalker, what missing person case are you talking about?
Yeah.
Rebecca, the youngest, was close to mom. Yes, Taboo was my sister wore. Chantel.
Okay.
So
no, she's talking about Taboo.
yes, Breeze, I put her information up. There's Kelly Jo's information at the bottom, her telephone number, and her website. Make sure and check her out. Absolutely. Barbara says, last night I was sitting by my fireplace and saw my husband standing there and looking out the window. It was different this time. He was in color with his blue cowboy shirt and black pants on, his hands crossed behind his back. Before I greeted him, he disappeared. Oh, Barbara.
He was checking on you, letting you know that you're loved, and what anniversary is coming up, because he's showing me red roses.
Oh, Raleigh Strain. Yeah. Didn't they recover his body? I thought they recovered his body. So, but Kelly Joe's information at the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you enjoyed the show.
Thank you.
And make sure that reach out and contact her. And if you need anything, and we'll see you tonight at 9 o'clock, coast to coast around the world.
Have a good
Everybody.
night, all.
See you soon.